Well, hello! Yep, you're back. It's my YouTube channel, Faith Facts, and of course the lovely and talented Faith is here to narrate and to be in this video. So, how was everyone's week? My week was pretty good. Went to a Halloween party, went to bookstore, went to school, went to practice. It was really fun. But there's one thing I'm pretty sure most of you haven't done. You haven't read the book I reviewed last week. Duh! Don't Fail Me Now by LaMarche. I knew no one would read it, but for the people that have read it and want to see my review on it so far, come on, come here. Just listen, because I have a lot to say about this, and you won't want to miss it. So here it is, Don't Fail Me Now by the author LaMarche. It's actually a pretty good book, but the one little bone that I had to pick about it so far is that it feels like when I'm reading it, it takes so long. Like, me, I love reading. I read for fun whenever, but this book felt so long. Like, I'm only on page, let me check. I'm on page 71, and it feels like I've already been through 200 pages of the book. So that's the only bone I had to pick about it. And I was talking to my mom about this earlier, and she said that the reason why it feels so long is because it's an emotionally draining book. And I think she has a point there. This is super emotionally draining. It's so great though. It's like it's a love-hate relationship. Like, it's emotionally draining, but it's super fun to read. So you don't know which side to choose. So you just gotta keep reading until the end. And I love books like that. My parents hate that I like books like that, but I love books like that. So, what chapter am I on? I don't know. Let's find out. I'm on chapter 4. Yes, I'm on chapter 4. And I'm right in the middle of chapter 4 up to like 71. Like I said, page 71. So, let me give you a quick synopsis of what happened so far. So far we are introduced to Michelle Devereux. She is a 17-year-old girl who's going through a lot right now in her family with her 13-year-old sister Cass and her 6-year-old half-brother Denny. And her mother had just been arrested. She never really had a great relationship with her father, who abandoned them when she was 7 or 6. And then now, in the book, at like chapter 3, she is staying at her Aunt Sam's house, and her Aunt Sam is super duper resentful of Michelle, Cass, and Denny because of how her mother treated her. And Aunt Sam really does not like the mother because she always gets the everything while not doing any type of work for it. Like, for example, in chapter 2, Aunt Sam is telling Michelle about how when their parents passed away, Sam was inherited a safe filled with old costume jewelry and gold and books and all different things that their mother wanted her to have. And then when Sam went to the house to go get the box, it was empty because Michelle's mother had emptied it out and sold it for crack. So that is one of the main reasons why Aunt Sam is so resentful and just a bitter, mean woman. And then we get to Tuesday, where Michelle gets home, well, not home, but her home away from home, which is her work at Taco Bell, and that's where she meets the main, what she thinks is an antagonist, but it's not really an antagonist. His name is Tim Harper. And Tim Harper comes up to her during her shift and says that his half-sister is her half-sister. His stepsister is her half-sister. So Michelle gets really annoyed by this and decides to go on break outside, but then Tim follows her outside. So then she argues with him about why she should care that her sister wants to meet her, because she had known that she had a half-sister but never really bothered to meet her. So Tim is upset because Michelle isn't trying to cooperate with him, but he does leave a little slip with his Facebook information and Leah's phone number on it. So he also tells her the one really big important thing that happened. Buck is dying. Yes, Michelle's deadbeat father, Buck Devereaux, is passing away, and he's in a hospice in California. But Michelle isn't really sure if she should know this or not, so she doesn't really follow that up, but instead defers to insult Tim. But anyway, she leaves on that kind of sour note, and then she goes home with Cass and Denny, and she looks up Tim's Facebook, and she describes him as a wannabe preppy, because in the pictures in Facebook and what he wore at Taco Bell, she thinks of him as a preppy white boy. So then she looks at his Facebook profile and then finds Leah. So Leah is her half-sister. And Michelle at first is a little bit confused because her and Cass had made up this whole fantasy of what their half-sister would look like, and she'd look like Beyonce, and she'd be from Florida, and then they'd go embark on an adventurous journey to meet up and become sisters and fight the enemy. Well, it turns out she's not exactly looked like Beyonce, or I'll take a quote straight from the book as I open it up right here. And right here. Now Cass has found out that Facebook, Leah has a Facebook account, and Michelle looked up the Facebook account on their Aunt Sam's computer. So now Cass is looking at Leah's Facebook account, and she says, "Damn, I always pictured her as more of a Willow Smith than Taylor Swift." So I think you can get the idea from that Buck had Leah with a white woman, and Leah doesn't really want to talk to Michelle, but she wants to find answers from Michelle at the same time. We don't know that much about Leah. I hope that soon they start talking more about Leah, because Leah seems like a really interesting person, an interesting character. And Tim, too. Tim seems like a really caring and loving brother that kind of took her in. And I just want to learn about how they come together as brothers and sisters. And the five of them, Michelle, Leah, Tim, Denny, and Cass, embark to California. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe below. Bye.